Hello everyone and welcome to Halloweenville. I got something very, very special for you guys today, and I'm very excited about it because this is my first interview that I've ever done. It was an email interview, so I have the questions and his responses. So who is it? Well, it's Kyle Merritt, one of the first artists to be brought aboard for Brotherwise Games. Boss Monster. I did pick up Boss Monster 2. I also have Crash Landing on the way, and we're going to unbox both of these. But I thought it'd be great to go over the interview, and I have a special announcement from Brotherwise Games about upcoming Boss Monster and another game that they're working on. So, I sent an email asking about 5-6 questions to Kyle, and he responded, and it's terrific response. I was so giddy. I was like a schoolgirl. Now, he had saw my Boss Monster unboxing videos, which I'll leave a link to the playlist at the end of the video. So let's get started. Question 1. I asked for a summary on his background as an artist. I don't have much of an eye for traditional art, but I started editing video game sprites in 2004. As a way of creating graphics for the simple games I was making back then. I had a lot of fun with it and started offering my services for other people and their fan games. Over time I improved and eventually started drawing original pixel art, and at some point started taking on paid art commissions. So there's your background on Kyle Merritt, which I thought was very informative. It was great. And even though it's not traditional art, digital art is still art. And what you do is amazing. Question 2. How did you become involved with Boss Monster? And I thought this was an excellent question to ask, so here's his response, and it's amazing. All of his responses are amazing. I'm sorry. My first interview, I'm just like, I'm like a little schoolgirl. Okay. Question number 2. How did you become involved with Boss Monster? Back in June of 2012, Johnny O'Neill, one of the brothers behind Boss Monster, posted a job offer on the Pixel Joint forums, which Kyle frequents. While he withheld information on the specific nature of the project at first, he was looking for several artists and asked each applicant that he liked to draw a different monster as a sample. Mine was a succubus. Looking back, it was not my best work. But Johnny's response was, I am very happy with this. You've captured the existing look well and even improved on it. And I became the first officially hired artist for the project. Wow. Question 3. What's your personal favorite content artwork that you've created for Boss Monster? There were several that I really liked. Some favorites are the fantasy version of Fred and Scooby-Doo that I made for Boss Monster 2's Meddling Kid cards, a Goblin Hulk Hogan for the arena, and a Demonic Carrot for drive-through cards, a service that people can use to create their own Boss Monster cards. I'm also responsible for the game's most common minion, the Kobold, which is designed to resemble Scooby-Doo and Woodstock from Peanuts. This is a nod to the Peanuts-inspired art style that Boss Monster originally used before making the switch to pixel art. Wow. If I had to pick a single favorite piece, however, it would have to be the character known as Merritt. While most of the 100+ creatures and characters I've drawn for Boss Monster have been designed to meet specific criteria, I had free reign to draw a few characters for the game's alpha prototype, and decided to base one of them on myself. Shortly after, I was asked to draw that same character falling through the air for the Portal-inspired teleportation card. I decided to make his pose a reference to the jumping falling animation in the classic Mega Man games on a whim, and the O'Neill brothers apparently liked it enough to use the character on the game's box. How awesome is that? Question number 4. Is there any future projects we should keep an eye out for? Just last night, at the time that he wrote this, the newest expansion to Boss Monster, Implements of Destruction, was announced. I designed around 10 new characters for that, so keep an eye out for it coming summer 2017. So look out for that, guys, and I've got an announcement on that too. Question 5. Do you have any original art or sketches that you'd like to share with us? The demand for pixel art has been fairly high recently, so while I've gotten plenty of work, I haven't had much opportunity to draw anything original. In lieu of that, how about a look at how I created the Goblin Hulk Hogan I mentioned earlier. As you see, I started with a normal head as a base, but quickly decided that just wouldn't work for the amount of personality I wanted the character to have. Everyone draws differently, but I prefer to create a solid outline first and foremost, drawing the pieces separately, then bringing them together. And that was the last question I had asked, and what a great response. Thank you, Kyle, very much for keeping in touch and answering those for me. So I am going to put this up on the wall because this is my very first interview, and that was awesome. I thought there was a lot of information for you guys, and I thought you guys might enjoy that. So moving on to Boss Monster announcements. Like Kyle said, they posted an announcement for the new expansion, Implements of Destruction for Boss Monster. So I went to Facebook, pulled off the post, and I'm going to read it to you guys now. And just so you guys know, they did say that they were going to change their Facebook page name from Boss Monster to Brotherwise Games. So they will update you on not just Boss Monster, but all their games that are coming up. This summer, you will see 2 new releases from Brotherwise Games. Boss Monster, Implements of Destruction, will give you new item cards, including Explorer items that add fun to your Crash Landing games. And Crash Landings is the second expansion for Boss Monster, because there was Tools of Hero Kind, Boss Monster 2, and then Crash Landing, which was released, I believe, last year or the year before. Off the top of my head, can't remember. Now they have another game coming out, Unearth. Our first all-new release since Boss Monster is a dice placement game that challenges you to reclaim and rebuild lost ruins in a mysterious world. That sounds very interesting, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this game come out. And then they have some more information here, so I'm going to read that to you. It's a big year, so we're making an important change. Starting this week, our Facebook page will be called Brotherwise Games instead of Boss Monster, so that's what I was relating to you. It will still be the first place we share Boss Monster news, ask for your input, and answer all of your dungeon building questions. But with Unearth coming and other games in the pipeline, we want to provide one source for everyone, Brotherwise. We're deeply grateful to all of you who have supported Boss Monster and allow us to fulfill our dream of running an indie board game company. We hope you'll stick with us as we expand on Boss Monster and introduce new releases designed for every kind of gamer. So there you go. There's the Boss Monster announcement, the new game Unearth, which sounds really great. And I'll leave a link in the description below to their Facebook page. So yeah, that's it, guys. So I'm really anxious to get over there and unbox this. So in the next video, that's what we're going to do. See you guys then.